As always, Shin Godzilla looks so fantastic in this new figure I got. So let's unbox it and get to the review because I'm so excited to show you guys what it looks like. This is the Bandai Ichibansho Shin Godzilla figure from the 2016 movie Shin Godzilla. And this is him in his awakening and atomic breath appearance in the film. And here is Shin Godzilla in all of his glory. He's a little smaller than I would have anticipated, but I'm not complaining because the sculpt and the paint job on this figure is really, really remarkable. The amount of detail that they're able to fit in while making it look like a very accurate figure is truly amazing. The one gripe that I have about this figure is that you can really see these spaces where they joined each individual part of Shin Godzilla after molding. You can kind of see here, especially here we have a very large gap back there between the tail dorsal plates and the back dorsal plates. You can kind of go all the way up to the head here. Right here, where they joined the neck and the head. And honestly, it's not too noticeable to the point where I'm really bothered by it. I think that this figure is really amazing. I don't think that those aspects take away from the quality of the figure. But that's just something to keep in mind when you are thinking about purchasing this Shin Godzilla figure. Let's take a closer look at the paint and the details on this figure. We have a very nice depiction of his split beam when he is rampaging through the city and tearing it up with his evolved atomic breath. I think that is very cool. The paint job is incredible. The sculpt is wonderful as well. Then moving down to the body, we have a mix of reds and purples in his very grotesque and almost painful texture here. We have a very good sculpt of his feet and really nice ivory and red paint job on those nails. Similarly with those nails there as well. One thing I really noticed is that the paint application is not really sloppy. It's pretty well done. The teeth look nice. The dorsal fins look great. We have a very nice gradient from light to darker purple. The tail is highly detailed and the coloration is just really well done. I like that they're still able to get the purple on these little spines here. I think they do a great job. And the tail has that head that later evolves into humanoid Shin Godzillas. The backside here is also very well done, other than those obvious lines and joints. See, there is the much larger gap, and it kind of trails all the way up here. There is also a little bit of inconsistent paint that goes from the lower jaw to the neck here. But other than that, I think the paint application is really well done on this Shin Godzilla figure. Here are the bottom of his feet as well. I really love the position that they have put Shin Godzilla in here. It's really dynamic and action-packed, and it captures the scene where he is tearing up the city with his evolving atomic breaths extremely well. I am very impressed. Usually Shin Godzilla figures are his iconic upright, wrists in the air, very kind of straightforward look, but this figure does him justice at that night scene. This is really an incredible pose, makes him look extremely intimidating and one to be feared. The position of his tail is really phenomenal as well. Here is our brand new Shin Godzilla figure next to the X Plus Shin Godzilla gigantic defo reel. There's a very big difference here in the size of these two. Our brand new Bandai figure is much smaller, probably closer to the 6-inch figure line that is usually reserved for jointed figures. Another comparison we have here is our brand new 1991 Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah Yuji Sakai Bandai sculpt. This figure is truly amazing. It is much larger than the Shin Godzilla, which I was a little surprised about, but I'm not complaining too much. They're both amazing figures, and I have no complaints about owning both of these. And just for fun, since some of you might have the Shin Godzilla Funko Pop, here's a size comparison of those two. Now, if you're wondering whether or not I recommend this figure, the answer is yes. It is a really highly detailed sculpt and phenomenal paint job. I think that the pose is phenomenal, and it brings a really great presence to my shelf. The paint application is wonderful, and I'm really impressed, especially with the detail. If you have a problem with very noticeable gaps and joint seams, then this figure may not be for you. I'm definitely nitpicky, but it's not bothering me too much, especially with the way I'm going to pose them on my shelf. I think overall, for $75, this is a very worthwhile figure, and I'm extremely happy to own it in my collection. I think it's so cool, and it captures Shin Godzilla in a really awesome way. So if you're interested in this figure at all, I would suggest you go and grab it right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you liked the video, consider giving it a thumbs up, or commenting and subscribing. It really helps the channel grow, and it makes me really excited to share these figures and my collection with you all. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day.